clearly harmful to the whites to get run off their farms and clearly stereotypical that they need to be.
I mean, are they
This fits every single criteria you both agreed to
but
for
are they
racism.
calling them porch monkeys?
No, they call them worse things. They call them even worse slurs, and they fucking kill them.
Are they making their mothers and their sons
kill them.
get together?
Andrew Wilson triggers this racist queen as he refuses to fall for her victim card. In this heated debate, as Andrew Wilson calls out her woke BS, saying she is responsible for slavery, and totally dismantles her with logic before finally exposing just how much of an idiot this feminist really is. Once again, let's go ahead and get into this clip here where Andrew Wilson just tears this woke panel apart and this racist queen. Let's check it out.
I understand why someone might assume that sort of thing, because historically, white people have been the most racist towards other races. Would I go on like an angry tangent because someone called me? No, I would explain that that's not the situation.
Wait, question for you. Do you think like American whites are more racist than like Japanese people?
I don't know any. How the fuck would I know?
Japanese people, but I'm.
You know what's really funny about the conversation? Ultimately, what's hilarious about it?
What's so funny?
It is funny. Is that we're being charitable to your definition and trying to explore your definition, trying to make arguments as refutations to what you define racism as, trying to literally stay inside your worldview as we argue, right? But let me just ask you to do that in reverse. Be charitable towards us. Racism is just, I don't like a person based on their skin color. Based on that definition, if you're being charitable in my worldview,
Sure.
Can black people be racist?
Hang
on. Let me ask you the question again.
No.
Since we've been sitting here
Black
being
people can be racist
super
towards other
charitable
races,
to your worldview, to everything you had to say,
Sure.
within the confines of your worldview, contending with only that, with your definition, can you contend with ours? All racism is not liking somebody based on their skin color or treating them differently based on their skin color. That's what I think racism is.
Okay.
Using that definition, can white people be, or can black people be racist to white people? Can they or not?
Sure. Yeah. Nope.
Thank you, Lucy. Oh, Elle, still no?
Look, I'm gonna stand by my stance on no, because at the end of the day, like, you guys had, not you guys, I'm so sorry I'm saying you guys, but your
What do you mean,
ancestors.
you guys?
Do you think like an
What do you mean,
Asian
you
person
people?
can be like racist to a white person? Because like I face racism every day.
I'm sure you do, which is
Wait,
like
really?
really
No,
upsetting.
you don't.
Every day she
Every
faces
single day, for
racism.
real. Everyone's saying I eat
Every
dogs and
single
cats. It's crazy.
I was called a bed wench once. Like,
I face
imagine
sexism
being called
every
that.
day.
Every day. Every day.
Lucy Goosey, can you read this?
Check out the Barbary slave trade. Transatlantic slave trade is always talked about, not Africans enslaving Africans. Plus, 8% of the world is white, the global minority. Google it. Black, brown, and yellow are the majority, always the victim, never their fault.
Yo, John, thank you for the soup chat. I do appreciate it. That is a good point. Whites were definitely victims of slavery.
In,
Wait, why are you rolling your eyes? Whoa.
Because I'm just so tired of the conversation.
Wow, you're rolling your eyes at
Yes.
white slavery? Imagine if you did that. Oh, that.
I mean, weren't you guys called indentured slaves to your own people
No.
in Britain?
Right now, for instance.
I already agreed with you. I said yes.
Right
and
now,
that,
for
and from your
instance,
worldview, I can understand why you might think that.
Can you stop finger banging her over there, please? Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just
guys,
my bad. My
calm
bad.
down. Calm
I'll have to
down.
wait till after the podcast.
Yeah, calm down. Okay.
Right now, you would agree in some South African territories, blacks have institutional power and are running white farmers off their land, yeah?
That's a good thing.
Okay, then.
It's crazy,
Wrongful
man.
Rage
Crazy,
donated
bro.
$100. Chair 1,
So then
whatever
you're just saying
incest-ridden
racism
trailer
good?
park white trash place did your hippy-dippy whitewashed love come from? I know Chair 5 knows Coomabilis with more sense. Feel hurt racism is universal.
Gooner Billy. I like Gooner Billy
Yo,
better than
Rage,
Gooner
appreciate
Billy.
it. You had something for her? Or?
Yeah, I was just wondering, is that institutional power?
Rephrase your question again.
These black governments that are running white farmers off their land, was that institutional power?
I mean, yeah.
So were they racist?
I mean, no. I mean, like, You could it's from a historical.
Was that harmful to do to a white farmer?
Okay, but was it harmful for your ancestors to take my ancestors from their own motherland? That wasn't harmful. That's not harmful.
Well, wait.
That's not harmful. That
Can you hang on? Can you first of all demonstrate any of my ancestors did that?
I don't know your ancestors.
Then why did you just say my ancestors did X?
Because I'm just your aunt.
What?
Aren't you white?
Yeah.
Okay, aren't you from America?
Well, no. Originally, all Americans have Western or Eastern European roots.
Okay, but where did your family come from?
Ireland and England.
Okay, and they came over here, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why does that mean they had a hand in the slave trade?
I would recommend doing a little DNA test to see if you had any slave,
Anna, you're part white though. I think you should do a DNA test.
Well, hang on.
You got some.
I just want you to help me out with this. Hang on a second, Brian. Hang on. I just want to ask you this. Even if it was true, right, that the people group I come from was totally responsible for African slavery 100%, what the does that have to do with my ancestry being responsible for it?
Well, one is
Am I responsible for the sins of a nation?
But you are responsible for changing the way that how racism is viewed. You have the power to sit here and to advocate for us as Black
So do
women.
you.
Well, we do that.
We're trying.
We're trying every day. Every day we're trying. You don't understand.
Yeah, but what if I don't believe? What if what's going on here is I don't understand the logical consistency of saying racism is power plus prejudice, and then I give you a nation where it's blacks.
That wasn't the definition that we gave. That was the definition that Brian gave.
You gave it an additional qualifier, and the qualifier was stereotypes and harm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to add this qualifier in. I gave you a nation which white farmers being run off their land, the institutional powers with blacks. It's clearly harmful to the whites to get run off their farms, and clearly stereotypical that they need to be.
I mean, are they
This fits every single criteria you both agreed to
But
for
are they
racism.
calling them porch monkeys?
No,
Are
they call
calling
them worse things. They call them
N-words? Are they
even
calling them
worse
mother
slurs,
truckers?
and they fucking kill them.
Are they making their mothers and their
They
sons?
kill them.
Okay.
Let me know in the comments if you're tired of the victim card, because I know I am. This is always what happens, right? People like this idiot young woman, Queen, use the victim card to justify their own hate, their own bigotry, their own racism. They just literally are the thing they claim to hate, but because you did it first, therefore it makes what I'm doing justified and okay, right? It's completely absurd. That the thing. They are literally the thing they claim to hate, and they justify it over and over again. That's one of the worst kinds of people. And how do you even talk to or function with someone like that? They'll do that across the board with everything. And like Andrew Wilson is talking about in Zimbabwe or in South Africa for a while now, they've been unaliving farmers there for a long time. I mean, literally, they're running white people out of the South Africa for their lives. They're fleeing. They're coming to the United States because they're being ended over there. Right? Even Donald Trump exposed that right to their own president. This is happening in Africa and other places too. So to say that only white people can do it, but you can't do it the other way around is just honestly completely unrealistic. If we're speaking really plainly here, you have to let me know in the comments what you think, though. I don't think I'm out of pocket here. I think it sounds really reasonable, but let's get back in and see what Andrew Wilson has to say.
And
They killed. Tell me.
And my ancestors
Give me
were
anything
killed
worse
as
than
well.
death. Give me anything worse than death.
My ancestors were killed as
Give me
well.
anything worse than death.
My ancestors were killed as well.
Can you give me anything
My
worse than death?
ancestors had to were coming from the.
I'm not talking about my ancestors. I'm talking about what's happening right now.
You could have been an advocate back in the time when.
Are you going to ever answer my question?
What was your question?
Okay, so real quick, is there anything worse than death?
Death is there's nothing worse than death.
Okay,
I mean,
great.
actually, no, there is.
Done.
Afterlife. It's the afterlife.
Yeah, great. Okay, so there's nothing worse than death.
No, there is.
These
The
people are being
afterlife.
killed right now. They're being killed by black governments. They're getting run off their properties by black governments. Hang on. And the black governments are stereotyping them as being evil because they're white.
Okay,
are
and what
they
about
at least racist? Are those
and what
governments
about
racist?
the police taking black men off
just
the
concede,
streets
just
and-
concede.
and
We're talking-
doing
just
gang and putting guns into our community?
You're talking about two different things.
I'm not.
Yo, Chad, is she trolling, bro?
I'm not
She
even
has to be
trolling.
trolled.
I'm just.
She's
This
trolling.
is just.
Where?
This is coming from
Okay.
a place of hurt.
I'm going to engage.
I'm
gonna engage. Where is the nation
Pray in
of
the
the
chat for the
United
husband.
States?
Pray in the chat for the
Do you know there are sundown towns?
Hang on.
Do you know that there are still sundown towns?
Do you know what the United States is, and do you know what the country of Africa is? They're two different countries, right?
Yeah, and you.
Hang on,
took
stop. I
resources.
just want to make sure. Is the
Yes.
United States a different country than Africa?
Of course. There's
Well, not really. They're different
Hey, yo,
continents.
man,
But
where
anyway,
are you at?
are they different continents? North America and Africa? Are they different continents?
They are, but
Okay,
that still
great.
doesn't negate
Stop,
the fact
stop,
that
What are the 7 continents? Wait, Andrew, can we ask her what?
yeah,
name the 7
Africa,
continents?
America, Canada.
Wait, keep it. Yeah,
Canada?
You got
Canada
it.
is a continent.
keep going, keep going.
America is a continent.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yep,
keep going.
keep going.
Africa is a
Keep
continent.
going. Yep,
keep going.
Asia is a
Yep, that's
continent.
good.
Antarctica is a continent.
Yep.
No, Alaska is a state. There's 2 more.
G'day, mate.
Russia is a continent.
Yeah, keep going.
And I said Asia.
Asia.
There's 1 more.
What? Yep, last one.
Kangaroos.
Australia.
I don't know, Andrew. If she can't name, if she thinks Canada, and
No,
Russia's
no, Russia.
Russia. She said Canada and Russia.
Russia.
I don't
Russia's a
know.
continent, stupid.
I don't know if she has the requisite geographic understand. I don't know if it's even worse.
So Canada is not a continent and
No.
Russia's
Wait,
a continent?
can you name 3 countries?
3 countries?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. There is 3 countries. I'm going to name the countries in Africa, actually.
Yes.
Cameroon,
Yep.
Nigeria.
Whoa.
Yes, that's a country. And let me
Okay.
see, Cape Cod.
That is in New England, but good job. You did.
Oh,
you
Cape Cod is not in. Oh, no. There's no Cape Cod in Africa.
Wakanda.
No, is it Cape Town? Cape Town. Cape Town. That's what I was trying to say.
Obviously, Andrew Wilson and Brian were just trolling this girl to expose her own stupidity. But think about this. This young racist girl who quite possibly is college educated, you really can't even admit to blatant racism against white people in an African country. She just wants to do what about police here, even in spite they're literally being ended. But the same girl can't even name continents or 3 countries, and the place that she claims to be so important and care about, Africa. And she's gonna reproduce. She's gonna produce kids and educate them. And this is what's scary. I don't want to get too deep into it in this video, but that actually terrifies me in the long run. It really is a crazy world we're living in. Let me know in the comments what you think about Andrew Wilson completely tearing this black queen, air quotes, apart. And I'll see you all in the next one.